All right. Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you. This is Anita, and welcome to the Awareness Shift platform. Today, this Thursday, we're doing the Thursdays reading, and reflection. And today's read is from you. You can see this is the book that I normally read, so it's very tattered, got all kind of papers inside of it, and notes, and I'll show you guys notes and everything. See, I marked up. I read this not tonight. Anyway, welcome to the Awareness Shift platform, read and reflection, and we're going to be continuing with you. My time. We're going to be continuing with you, your own universe, a reference manual and journal, and we're continuing with the human consciousness. I was reading about the human consciousness, and this information is coming from David R. Hawkins, MD, PhD, the author of Power versus Force. Excellent read, you guys, if you're interested in the power of thought, energy, and transformation. Because he talks about, he says, he calls them calibrations, as I had indicated last time, and I use the word resonation. So it's human consciousness all the way from 20, the level of 20, the vibration of measure. Energy is uh, speed, frequency, and measure. And the measure is the vibration. And the vibration, according to Dr. Hawkins, is that it's from 20 at shame, that's at the bottom, when we have the human consciousness, the center of consciousness, how we're thinking, We're thinking that low resonation of shame, what I feel guilty about, I'm shameful about this, that, all the way up to the highest calibration, at least as far as the measurement is concerned, is good morning, good morning. Thank you so much for joining me. If you could indicate, put who you are, so I can show you some love and give you a shout out. Yeah. So, and as far as the resonation up to 1,000. Okay. And according to Dr. Hawkins, most of us resonate or calibrate on in the middle, which is like 200, the 200 mark, meaning we're at the point where we have courage to move forward, and also more than that, is that at this point, most of us are willing to bring others in. In other words, we hear about a lot about me, 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 me. Well, this medium, if I'm going to say this neutrality here at the 200, that there are, most of us or some of us that include we as a team, not just I have to do this. It's all about me. So at that calibration, we're saying, okay, we are at the consciousness to say it ain't all about me. It's I'm what the Epicurious, you're the universe. You are the center of the universe. Well, yeah, you are the center of the universe, and what it is that we are all the center of the universe. Well, if somebody knows Copernicus, somebody, okay. Anyway, so we are going to get started because it's already 5 minutes. All right, so we are starting with the continuation of the calibrations, resonation. And when we are mindful of a consciousness energy greater than 200 calibrations, as I was saying, our thoughts shape our physical environment, reciprocating and reflecting our true self nature, which has been ordained by nature, the universe, and the infinite. And we can say the infinite is being the divine, God, Allah, Yahweh. We can, whatever term, universe, whatever term we want, the ultimate, whatever term we want to use. Well, when we're mindful of this, when we are thought aware that we are calibrating at this particular stage, or any stage, if we're calibrating at 20, we're still going to manifest that vibration. See, because it is the thought. It is the thought. However, say, people say the thought is powerful. It is powerful. What makes it powerful is that emotion. What's that emotion? That energy. What's that energy? That vibration. So if I'm vibrating at guilt, shame, apathy, um, even anger, or even desire. Sometimes that can be on a low calibration because that desire purely of my personal self, or is that desire wanting to express the attributes of my oneness, of our oneness with the universe and with each other? Okay, so that's what that means. So, in other words, like attracts like in the true sense. Okay, bringing prosperity in all areas of our lives or bringing the lack thereof. Okay, so if I'm in the poverty state of consciousness, and it's the dominant belief. If I'm in the prosperity state of consciousness, I'm going to attract prosperity, and if its companion is that prosperity, the vibration of the prosperity consciousness, then yes, I'm going to manifest, because this is our sphere of influence. And that's very profound. I don't know if we really think about that. What does that mean? Sphere, my environment, influence. That means I have influence over my environment. What does that mean? That means I attract, within my home, within my environment, according to the thought and the vibration, thought pattern and the vibration. So if I'm thinking poverty, and whatever if I'm worrying, so a lot about things, if I'm in a state of worry, well, then what am I going to attract? The vibration of worry. It's like Einstein said, it's not religion. It's not anything. He said it's mathematics. 1 + 1 is always going to equal 2, and that's in formed matter, which is energy, and that's also in unformed matter, which is energy. Okay, again, that thing about nothing precedes a thought. Nothing precedes a thought. So whatever on the outside here, it can up in here. And we can accept that, or we can say, oh, that's a bunch of crap, I don't believe it, whatever. But it's going to happen. Whatever is up in here, regardless of how I believe about it, it's going to manifest. It's going to show itself in the physical realm, in our world. Okay, so let's see here. And I'm trying to have my glasses. All right, so let's see. Or bringing a lack thereof. Here we are. In both instances, the physical form, what we have manufactured, i.e., manifested in the idea, which is the content and intent of thought. The structure of our thought, idea that is intentional, with content, including emotion, feeling, brings vibrational, magnetic reciprocity in physical form, oscillating, rotating all around us as formed expression of our energetic, mental, physical, emotional, spiritual, intellectual, physiological, psychological inner content. And this content, this calibration, this resonation, this vibration is going to be touching our lives, but also touching the lives of others. So we have, thank you so much for still being with me. Thank you. So essentially what this part here is saying, that in other words, energy flows where thought goes. And we want to be mind aware of what we are thinking about, what we believe in. Manifestation is in the belief. We want to start assess, we want to start assessing, what is it that I believe? What is there something in my subconscious that is dominant? Because our dominant belief is going to manifest. That's that. I can say all day long, I'm going to be taking a test. And I said, I'm going to pass that test up in here. I'm going to pass. That's in my consciousness, y'all. I'm going to pass that test. I got this test. I'm going to pass that test. I'm going to pass that test. I take the test and I don't pass it. And the first thing I think, not out loud, but the first thing I think is, doggone, I knew I was going to fail. The dominant belief. I can stay up here all day long, but in here, in my heart, I didn't believe I was going to pass that test. That's the most powerful one, because that's the one that had that had the most powerful vibration, resonation, calibration, whatever word you want to use, that's the one that was a belief. So it wasn't that I actually failed the test. I manifested my belief. That's not a failure. That's just I simply manifested what I actually believed. So anyway, that's what this introduction is about. It's 10:47. So I hope this resonated with you guys, gave you some type of information. Hope you found it valuable. We know that the journey in self recovery is absolutely beautiful. I hope you know it's so beautiful. Both he and she, so are you. So what we're doing, we are touching on that trust and tapping into you, tapping into me, tapping into we. All right. So until next time, the read will be from Reflections. My book is over there. Will be Reflections of an Angel, book of poetic affirmations. Because why? Because we're all angels of the universe, and our reflections are one. The one thing that we all want to do is to be happy. Might be different ways, but that's our common denominator, the common thing. All right. Blessings, peace, and love. Until next time.